guys, welcome back to another video of LMEO. I'm Leo, and welcome back to another after-match analysis video. And the match I want to go over today is Man City's game versus Wolves today at the Etihad Stadium, guys. But guys, as usual, before we get started, please make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment, guys, on anything you guys would want me to talk about. And I'd be sure to do that, and I'd also really appreciate it, guys. So, guys, without further ado, let's get started. So, massive win for Man City today. I mean, I wouldn't say massive win in terms of, title deciding type of game today. I mean, it could, who knows. Maybe if they lost this, then they would have definitely not had a chance to win the Premier League. But we'll see how that goes. But I think it was a good performance by Man City. Of course, Marc Guehi making his debut. So we'll go over in a minute about how he played. But they won. But 2-0 to Wolves at the Etihad Stadium. Pretty decent, I would say, score. Should they have won by more, guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it was poor performance from Man City today? Or do you think they should have won to Wolves by a little bit more? I think maybe they could have had a little bit more, like one or two more goals. Especially during the standards that they're in, especially of how Man City are second place and Wolves are last place, 20th place. But we'll see how that goes. It's a long season. Do you guys think Man City's still in this title race? Because I personally don't think Man City may not win it this season. Because considering how well Arsenal is playing, how they're on top of everyone, and considering how Man City in the last couple of games drew and lost, especially to Man United. Then they lost to Bodo Glimt in the Champions League, and they were 7 points away from Arsenal, so big gap. I remember they were 1 point away from Arsenal, I think a few weeks ago, and now they're 7 points, so big difference, big gap. But now they're 4 points. That is if Arsenal loses to Man United tomorrow, which I'm not sure they will lose, considering that it's at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal doing good. Man United, and they won against City, but still not good enough. But so the Arsenal may possibly, who knows? Let's see what happens. I'll come back with those updates tomorrow. But who knows? Let's see what happens. But Arsenal may go back into the 7-point lead, so that would be bad for Man City. What they need to hope is they lose, that Arsenal lose somehow. But we'll see how that happens, or at least get a draw. That would be somewhat good for Man City. But yeah, so it was a good performance by Man City. Marc Guehi getting his debut. What do you guys think? Did you guys think he played good? I personally think it was an okay debut for a center back making his debut for Man City in the Premier League. So nothing special, no goals of course, but that's for a center back, it's normal, but nothing special. He made some, but good overall performance by him. Good passes and good defending for some clearances and good headers off. So that was a good one for him. Semenyo got another goal. I think we can all say he's, for beginners especially at Man City, he's very well adapted to this Man City team that he is joined into, that Pep made. So we'll see how this goes. He's now scored 3 goals in 3 different competitions. Of course, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and now the Premier League. So that's good for him. Massive for him. And yeah, so it was a big game for Man City today. They won 2-0 to Wolves. Comfortable win at the Etihad. And yeah, it was pretty good for Man City. They had a lot of good chances and all. Of course, there was a controversial penalty where it went to VAR, but then when everyone thought it was going to be a penalty, like they normally do, it was ruled off as a natural position. I honestly think that was a penalty because was it Mascara? I think it was. His arm was way off his body, and then for it to touch like that, as the ball is going, I think that was a penalty. What are you guys saying? I assume you guys would disagree with me. I'm not a Man City fan, but I still do think that's a penalty too. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, so good performance by Man City today. They did a massive game against Wolves. Won. We'll see how it ends there. Of course, their Premier League losing streak in 4 games. Now they won, but just one game can't decide how they play. We have to see how they play for the rest. Of course, now they have Galatasaray in the Champions League this week. We'll see how that goes, especially with Galatasaray's like crazy type of fans and all. Of course, we could see that with when Liverpool went to play there. But it's not at Galatasaray; it's at the Etihad Stadium. So I guess that's an advantage for Man City. With so the loudness is not that there from the Galatasaray fans. But we'll see. Who knows what will happen? But then Man City have a tough game next week in the Premier League against Tottenham at Tottenham Stadium, as they drew today. As they drew today in the last minute by Christian Romero scoring the last minute equalizer. So that was a good thing for Christian Romero. He's been scoring a lot of last minute goals now for Tottenham, so that's something Man City need to watch out for. Tottenham itself is something Man City need to watch out for, and we'll see how it goes. It's a long season, so we'll see how it goes. But guys, that's pretty much it for this week's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, please make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment on any of these you guys want to talk about. So guys, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.